Hi guys, welcome back on my channel. Dorota International nail artist and educator here, and I have prepared my favorite technique for you in my favorite colors and also in a trending color as well, which is magenta. So have a preview of those beautiful flowers in here. They're actually not that complicated as they look, and I will get you through step by step how to achieve that as well. So let's start. I've got pretty nice idea for you today, and we are going to use a color which is called Sweet Side 155 as our background. I think this color looks awesome with the magenta acrylic paint. So I'm just going to paint it 2 layers of this color and cure it. Okay, let's cook it. In the meantime, just to save you time watching, I've prepared already 2 tips in there, so you don't have to watch me get them cooking. So let's do the paints on the mixing pot, and we are going to use the magenta one. To squeeze out my paints, I like to use the baby wipes, and we are going to place a drop of this paint on the side and here. Well, let's do maybe a bigger one. And then white on the other side. Using baby wipes is such an awesome tip, guys, for you. Then another layer of this color in. And let's cure it. When this tip is curing, I'm going to prep my brush as well, because the brush preparation is really important. And then for those of you who do see the one stroke for the first time, I will also show you the picking up technique. So this is a one stroke level 1 brush, and I wanted it to be like kind of nice and soft. The acrylic paints can sometimes dry out on your brush, so you want to make sure the brush is nice and flexible. You don't want also too much water in it, so always remove the excess of the water. And then on the one side of the brush, usually the higher one, I prefer to pick up my lighter color. And then on the lower side, I like to pick up my other color. You can see it, I didn't put too much paint. And then I'm gonna mix them together. So depending on the transition I want, I will mix it more together or less together. And then this way, my brush will be ready for painting. Okay, so that's how we are going to pick up the paintball. Let me prep the tip so you know how to do it as well. If you want to do it on your clients and you are using the gel polish, you will have to top coat it. And what you could do it is you could top coat it in matte, and that's what I'm using now, is a matte top coat. And then I'm going to still give a gentle buff to it. I don't know why, like, yes, of course you could paint it just straight away into the top coat. I like to give it this extra buff. I think it just makes the nails prettier. But you could also sculpt the nails with the color of the gel. Don't apply any gel polish, and then just straight away paint your one stroke. Okay, so let's start the first one, because you know how I have prepped my tips. So I'm picking up the one side, other side, and then let's mix them. Okay, and then once I'm happy with it, I'm going to place my first flower on the side in here. So I'm touching it and kind of massaging, going to the top, and then come up on the bottom. And this way I have painted the first petal. Since since it is quite dry in this room, I'm going to need to pick up the paint quite often, I would say. So I'm going to pick up another scoop of it. And this time I have added a drop of the water just to make my painting easier. So I'm touching, going to the top and then coming down to the bottom. Pick up another scoop of the paint. Let me clean those foam from the baby wipe. And paint another petal. So touch, go to the top, bring it down, and then finish another petal. Okay, pick up a scoop of the paint again, and then we are going to do some smaller petals inside. Go to the top. Those ones I want to be more visible, because usually the ones which we are painting on the top, they can kind of almost disappear. So make sure you do it nice and clean and quite strongly visible. Get that starting point, go to the top, and then come down. Okay, so we have painted the first petal. Very nice, easy and simple. Let's do it on this one. And I think once you learn this basic shape of the petals, you can create so many different flowers. So the other one, I want to paint it on the other side. Okay, pick up my paint, maybe a drop more of the water just because it's quite warm in here. And then we can paint another petal, another flower. So this one I want to be placed here. So starting with the middle one, go to the top, go to the top, and then the one on the other side, go to the top, and maybe one more. Pick up the paint again. And we are going to paint the petals which are inside. So I can place one which is at the edge here, go to the top, give a room, and then paint another petal. Also, you can see it, I'm trying to paint those ones which are inside a little bit smaller. And then we are going to paint quickly the third one. So I'm just going to clean the tip and give it a couple scratches to it. Clean the dust and let's paint it. On this one I will do two flowers, just to give you an idea. I have already painted one on outside the camera as well with the two flowers, and I think it looks pretty, so I will quickly paint the one with the two flowers too. And you can see it, they actually look absolutely amazing and they really don't take as much time. So I have picked up the paint one more time just because I had to add the water. And then let's paint it. So this time we are going to paint one in this corner. Go to the top, then come down. And then one on the top. So I can paint probably both direction as I'm doing now without twisting the tip. In general, I do prefer to twist it, and if it's needed, I can twist the client hand as well. Okay, one more. Also, for this type of flowers, I'm kind of painting with almost straight brush. Sometimes we do paint like where we lie the brush quite strongly down, like working with the full brush. For this one, I do prefer it like working more with the tip of the brush. Mix my paint again. I'm actually going to go over these petals just to make them a bit bigger. And if I want to go bigger, you can see it, I'm working more with the full brush, not only with the tip of it. Okay, mix it again. And just touch up some of those petals here. When you're painting layer it looks, make sure you don't go too high up so the petals kind of separate. You don't want like to go overly too high. Okay, and we have painted 2 petals there. Let's decorate them, because I think these decorations are so amazing, like to finish the design off really. And we are going to use the base gel for that. I think like combination of the one stroke and different things looks so fantastic. So the drop of the base gel, and that's how I'm always securing my crystals. They look absolutely fantastic this way. So I want to place a decent amount of the base gel here, and then I've got those pearls. You open them upside down. That's why they can be quite tricky to open. And we are going to decorate it probably with the pearls, because I think it will look amazing. It will look amazing. Maybe not the largest ones. Oh gosh, I've got dilemma now. I actually like the large one. I also got some crystals here, and I want to check it which one I like better. You guys really often, like, you all the time ask me how I design the things. So this is, no, this wouldn't look nice. Nope. Okay. You ask me all the time, like, how I'm designing some things, you know, so I usually do it on the go, depending what I've got next to me. And it can be like different things, you know. Oh, I actually quite like this stuff. Let me check. I do really like this stuff. I actually love that. Because it looks different. I might actually use this, I might actually use that, because it looks pretty interesting. I don't know, cameraman, what one you like the most? The square bead, the pearl or the crystal?
Nothing.
You don't like nothing? Oh no, he says he don't like nothing. Really, you don't like nothing? You just like them like plain? Okay, if he doesn't like nothing, that means he will love the caviar bits. Would you? Let's check with the caviar bits. I quite actually like... okay, I'm going to make them gold. And the caviar bits. I'm going to do that. Or just small crystals. Oh gosh, guys, this is me struggling to decide what I want. Do you like this one?
Yes.
You do like this one, yeah? Okay, let's please the cameraman. He's right, actually. He's right. Okay, so we are going to incorporate some crystals with it. Yeah, so simple. I like it as well. Okay, you are right. You are absolutely right, cameraman. Of course, you are right. Okay. So, just so this flower doesn't look alone, should we do a wee line in there? Like this, and put some crystals there? Or just leave it alone? It actually looks pretty like this, isn't it? I'm just going to add something through it because I had the plan of adding like a really large crystals or a pearls, and now I'm going to keep it quite simple. So I have added just quickly some sort of squiggle in there. And in order to do that, guys, I'm just placing my brush in the water, pick up lots of water, and then just adding those kind of leafy things. Press hard and then very light. Hard, very light. Okay, just like this. And then the gem here and there. So since I've got a much bigger flower in there, I'm going to pick up a size bigger gem. And then freeze it. Let's do it on another ones. I actually love them. I do really love those flowers. So the gems, lots of water to paint those kind of leaves. Press hard and then very light. Hard, very light. The gems. So here I've got smaller ones again. Sorry, cameraman. But I will still squeeze caviar bits in there, I think. Just a couple around the crystal. So like normally when we've got those middle of the flowers, it has like those tiny wee dots, so I think that will look pretty. Now on this one, I want some leafy bits here. Lots of water again. And the reason why I've got so much water is you can see it, my brush just flies through it, like it goes smooth. I don't have raggy lines, and I can paint it quite a nice and thin line. And again, this one needs to be the large one. So they are just like half flowers, and I think they are so pretty. Actually, they are really pretty. Well done, cameraman. I'm proud of you today. Okay, let's just add those gold detail. Some of you like would probably prefer or silver. Should we go for silver or gold? No, let's go gold. You can obviously use any kind of color, guys. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to add couple of those caviar beads in there. So a drop of the base gel. And this is pretty, isn't it? This is really pretty. I don't want to go too regular because it's a flower. So I'm really doing it kind of very irregular. Cameraman, you have had such an amazing idea. Thank you so much. This way my design is pretty and we can get 1,000,000 views. Oh, guys. I wish. Totally. Absolutely. That's our dream, to get 1,000,000 views or at least one video. Like, that would be so fantastic. So keep sharing, guys. Like, pretty, please. Okay, let's cook it. I love it. I love them so much. I think I would wear them on the nails, like, definitely. Especially that the flowers are becoming really popular this season. Flowers and magenta. Magenta color is a color of the year as well. So you will be seeing lots of magenta nails this year. And like, for me, the color itself is quite strong, so I would probably definitely most of the time will be incorporating it with those kind of delicate backgrounds, and then do paint something stronger. So I think this is definitely going to be a very trending design, and I will be doing it a lot to my clients, because they are always, I tell you a secret, they are always so impressed with the one stroke. Once you start painting one stroke on their nails, they are going like, oh wow, and then they talking to the next client, which sits in the salon, like, did you see that? She just pick up the paint on the brush and she just paint a flower. So honestly, guys, you have to learn the one stroke technique. Yeah, I absolutely like the fact those caviar beads are so random. And I must tell you a secret. You probably know that if you're watching me for a longer time. One stroke always looks much prettier once the top coat goes over it. So in a second, you will be able to see it, the full results of this beautiful. I actually love them. They are. I hope they are going to be my favorite ones. Favorite one stroke of the year, because they are so pretty. And obviously, cameraman, help me with this idea. Perfect. Let's cook it and top coat them all so I can show you the final results. I actually cannot wait to put this top coat over them. So, hi Shine, where are you? I've got it. I have it. I love it. It's so pretty. Okay, top coat in. And then they become live. It's almost like we have undead flower, and then we put the top coat and the flower is getting back to life. Like, it smooths any imperfection of the paints. It's I don't know, it's make the colors blend together better. It just finishes it off like so much prettier. And it actually, I mean, it looks so complicated, but we actually even didn't take so much time, and I didn't rush this design at all. Like, I have been doing it so slow. So it's definitely a nice one to learn for you guys. If you do try it, hashtag Dorota Palicka on other social medias. And also, cameraman has opened a group on Facebook where you can share it, your work as well. Now, just the one thing, don't feel upset if I don't see it, all of your work. Eventually I do see it. But also, if you get a wee love heart from a cameraman, that's me. And quite often he comes in to me, runs with his phone, and he says like, look at this. They have put the picture up for you, and then he gives a love. So if you get a love heart from a cameraman, it means you got it from me as well. Because he always comes and shares that with me. Yeah. We can give you the link to this group on Facebook, and feel free. What I love about it, guys, is the fact that you are building the community in there as well. And I do really appreciate that, like, that you help each other. And this is so nice to see it, like, you know, when you answer other questions, and when you help each other. I think this is so fantastic. Okay, we are going to cook this one, and I can show you all of them together. So yeah, that's my dog. He got a nice Christmas present, and now he's just enjoying himself with all his toys.
And he wanna come in here to play.
He wants to come here and play. Yeah, typical.
So close this door.
Isn't so pretty? It's amazing. This is really amazing. Actually, I love this design. Like such a simple, such a pretty one. Again, I undercure my top coat because that was in 60 seconds. So I have to be very careful how I touch it. Oh no, this one is actually not cured at all. Oh no, Dorota, what have you done? Okay, I have to retop coat this one. Oh no. The joys, guys. I'm trying to show you too quick the designs, and I'm just touching them with the fingers when they're not cured. Quite often I can manage, but I didn't this time. And retop coating make it look a bit more bulky. Oh no. Stupid me. Okay, I've got another one. So pretty. Let me don't touch it with my hands. This one is the amazing one. I love this one as well a lot. Oh, I think we should, I think we need to start stopping the videos and let me cure those tips normally, properly. I think I need to start doing that because otherwise I'm just struggling to show you the final results. And I think this is so important because I don't like when they are not nice on the display. Okay, well, let me show you them. That's how they look. Really nice and pretty. Actually, there isn't one favorite one. They're all amazing and such as simple ones.
And very delicate.
Yeah, very delicate, not over the top. And I think that's what client loves as well, like when the things aren't over the top. Anyway, we both sending you huge glittery hacks, and keep sharing those videos for us pretty please, because we try to get 1 million views. Bye.